Hello and welcome to the Firefly Presents Corona Talks. Guys, that's a great sign of this thing. The currents were gone and we are now on live. It's a great evening to start today. It's raining outside and it's a good start. The thought behind of having this discussion is the COVID-19. This COVID-19 has impacted every aspect of our life, right from the small gesture of greetings to the macroeconomic policies. Nothing has been untouched by this microscopic economy enemy. The thing is that we understand that the change brings an opportunity, but are the businesses ready to find these opportunities? We thought let's collaborate with some industry experts and discuss these points, like their experience can teach us a lot. So we thought let us discuss with the industry experts, understand new techniques, new processes and new strategies for the businesses to bounce back post lockdown. So here are we. It's our first live session today, and we are glad to have a person, a marketing guru, who has just a second. I will write to connect with Mr. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yeah, fine. Yeah,
Welcome.
hi Miranal, how are you?
Hey, hi, good sir. I was just giving you an introduction. Actually, it doesn't need an introduction of this, but I would like to. It's an inspiration for some youngsters that how you started the marketing thing. So the thing is that, sir, if you could tell us about the your journey, it will be grateful for us.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, it's audible.
Yeah, because I think there's some storm going on in Pune in my area,
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
probably there might be some fluctuation. So
Right.
let's hope that the power stays and there should be no problem. Okay,
No.
so well, I started as a door salesman when I was 14 years old, and since then picked up my learnings from books, then more from the streets than from the books. Here I am. So I think my learning has been more from the field, which now spans over almost 49 years
Oh, that's
across
great.
70 countries.
Right.
And
So,
marketing and direct marketing has always been my forte.
right, sir. With our initial discussion, I'm really impressed with the sentence you said that you used to sell different products, right, from the Kolhapuri chappals to Solapuri chadars and even saris of Surat, door to door.
Right.
And the
Right.
line which inspired us was that barking dogs and slamming doors were your marketing universities.
That's right.
So, it's an inspiration for us, sir, and many of the youngsters around who are currently watching the video. Also, your marketing strategies have helped a lot of brands. I should not say, but there are many brands like Videocon, Kinetic Honda, even BJP, and some fashion brands like Silai, Jai Hind, Wama, and many others. So we are here to. We thought this lockdown has affected the businesses big time, sir, and
Okay.
we would like to know how will be the post lockdown. How will be the business? So we would like to know from your experience, how has the COVID-19 impacted the advertising and marketing industry? Because I think yes, sir.
Right.
Sorry.
See, Mrinal, advertising and marketing is no exception to what is happening around the world. Every industry has been affected, and if every industry has been affected, advertising and marketing will definitely be affected because it's directly connected to how the the world reacts to the situation. So yes, advertising and marketing per se has been badly impacted by this phenomena, which is troubling all of us. So we are no exception. Definitely, we are no exceptions. I haven't gone to my office for 50 days now,
Okay.
and trying to give marketing consultancy through webinars and through phone. I mean, okay, probably the job can get done, but somehow I feel being face to face in our kind of industry, uh, I think it helps. So, well, I think this too shall pass. So, yes, it
Yes.
has affected us to cut the long story short.
Right, right, sir. And another question we are concerned about, that will the customer behavior change and how after the lockdown gets open?
I definitely think the customer behavior will change, at least for the short term. What I mean by that is the priorities of our customers. Now, when I say our customers, I don't mean our clients because we are basically B2B, but our
Right,
customers, our clients' clients, B2B to C. How they are going to respond is going to be very important. See, with so many jobs at stake, the priorities must have surely changed. And with
right,
change priorities, the customers' spending patterns, their behavior towards situation is going to be very will determine how we advertisers and marketers will be working. It's just not that, probably, like impulse buying. Now, impulse buying, I think, will take the back seat. Uh, so yes, I mean, the consumer is going to be, if I may, will be more selective of what
right,
he has to buy in the coming
right.
few months. Okay, moving forward in 12 months, in 18 months, when things really get normal, when incomes start improving, and so it will come back to where it was, hopefully. But at least for the 6 to 8 months period, I think the priorities of consumers will be
Will
totally different than what they were pre-COVID. Yeah.
right. And one more question, sir, that which sector has been affected most due to this lockdown and this crisis? What do you think? Which sector?
I think, like we started our discussion, every business has been affected, but I think I can confidently say, because I'm associated, I'm consulting one such industry, is the travel and tourism and hospitality
Yes,
industry.
right,
So I personally think, okay, probably I'm a bit prejudiced toward this industry since I'm consulting them, but logically it tells us that travel was probably the first one to be affected. See, if a calamity happens of such kind, or why such kind, even if there is a terrorist attack in some country, in some location, or if there is a earthquake in some part of the country, the first thing what the government does is issue an advisory.
you're
And
right,
here
right,
it was like they have closed down the borders. As first thing what they do is that impact travel. So I personally think, of course, every industry has been affected, but I think travel and the hospitality industry has been really affected. And I can say that with confidence because I'm very closely associated with one such industry. And it's bad. It's really bad and very, very challenging.
right. And what do you think, sir? Which sector will bounce back after this lockdown?
That's a very, very tricky question because, like I said, every industry will have its own set of problems and challenges.
Right,
So
right.
let me give you some a very fine learning which happened
Yeah, yeah.
with me over the last couple of weeks. Sitting at home, we wondered. I wondered rather that this is a great time for the pharma industry,
Hmm.
and probably seeing that retailers who are doing the pharmaceutical companies, the hospitals, must be making a lot of money. That was
Right.
my assumption because
And
everybody thinks that probably this is the time when they are doing good. I Sadly, one of my team members' mother took seriously ill and she had to be admitted in Sahyadri Hospital in Pune.
Oh,
Sahyadri Hospital is in Pune.
right.
And I was surprised to note that 50% of the hospital beds were vacant.
Oh,
The doctors, they were vacant. There were no
oh,
patients. Unlike what we believe, so what we tend to see and what actually happens are two different things. Let me complete my story, if I may.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Now,
sure.
and the doctors, they said that this is the first time that they've seen empty beds in this hospital. And recession is a wrong word, but lack of patience or whatever, they are not coming in.
Oh,
So they were badly, which brings to my next point, which means is the pharma industry affected? Thankfully, I do my morning walks. We are in an enclosed community
right.
with an HR manager in a pharma company. So I put up these questions. Uh, I put it in a different way that you guys must be doing very well. This is an opportunity. And she said, no, Prakash, you're wrong. Right now, okay, a
Oh,
particular drugs are being selling. And the chain, okay, we have stocks for a month and a half. But the chain behind which gives us the material, that will stop. And that will
right.
create problems for us. So this is not an opportunity. Even we are worried. So my next step was to check with the retailer. Now we saw, like we
Oh,
see retailers going around places with that with delivering medicines at home.
right,
So
right.
so I had a chat with my pharmaceutical company who supplies me the medicines for me and my family. And I checked and I said, how is your business doing? Guess what would be the answer? The first month, just before in the lockdown was announced, the business was very good. It was 125% of its normal
Okay.
because people knew that there will be lockdown and they may not get the
No,
medicine, so probably they must have stocked.
stopped. Right.
Now, the last 2 months average is 40% of the normal sales. So, what would have gone wrong? I mean, even if this condition and situation, if pharmaceuticals are not doing well, the retailers having problem, what must have happened? The answer was very simple, which I learned from him. He said, Pune is a place, and like Pune, there will be so many other places where people from outside are coming in, may it be migrant workers, may
Right.
it be students. Pune has a lot of over 200,000 students in Pune. So now the
Hmm.
most of the students have gone. The what do you call, the hostels are closed. And
Right.
most important is that the patients who are coming from outside of Pune to get treated, they have stopped coming. So when they
Right.
have stopped coming, the sale of the medicines have actually gone
Have-
down by 50%. So contrary to popular belief, even that industry is not doing well. That retailer, forget restaurants, they are closed in any case. Forget retailers. Now I'm consulting to so many retailers, they are closed, so there's no question of that happening. So which prompts me, which tells me that everybody is having their set of problems or challenges. So
Right. Right.
that was my very interesting learning, I would say.
Right, 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 sir. So there's we can't assume any industry that would bounce back after this, right?
Of course, a bounce back in the sense, I think it will be gradual. I mean, suddenly, uh, again, there'll be opportunities, like you said, challenges.
Right,
Modi ji said the same thing yesterday in his talk, that with challenges comes opportunity.
right.
Let me cite another example, which I experienced again. Now, I don't know whether you're aware, but over the last 30 years, I've been selling mangoes as
Yes.
a brand. As a brand.
Right,
April and May are the only months where Alfonso mangoes can be harvested and sold.
right.
and April and May was lockdown. So a business of mine, which was doing really, really well in month of April and May, because there were no courier companies who were guaranteeing these things, it was first time in my 30 years that I was not able to procure, though I have my contracted farms,
Oh,
I was not able to offer these mangoes to my customers around the country.
oh,
No, okay, so no, this was totally, I didn't plan for this, that this will happen, but that's problem. But now see the flip side. Like we said, if there's an opportunity, sure enough, okay, since I am working across the country, I didn't want to take a chance, a risk, because there'll be so many touch points. I didn't want to get, though the fresh fruit was allowed by law,
hmm,
but then to be same.
right,
But point A to point B, okay, I could get the fruit here. But from here, then what happens? There'll be so many touch points.
right,
Why should we
right,
take the risk? In any
right.
case, courier companies say no, we cannot touch it. In any case, they are not allowed to go out, so the discussion ends. But if you see over the last 1 month, you open up your Facebook or whatever, and I found umpteen. I didn't count them, but they wouldn't fit in 10 fingers. Who were supplying mangoes to them. So probably in the local area, for example, I got a lot of messages in my inbox. Okay, if you're living in Aund and Pashan and Sangvi, we will
Hmm, hmm,
deliver
hmm.
Alfonso mangoes to your door.
Right.
Now that was an opportunity. So people who were not even associated with this,
Hello.
uh,
So your voice got bricked actually. Hello.
hello,
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? I guess there's some technical error. Hello. I guess there's some technical error. We lost the connection as he earlier said that there are storms and raining here in Pune. So let's try to connect him again. I'm trying to connect him back. Just give me a couple of minutes. Hello.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
I think
The
so. That
technical error.
yeah, no, that friend was Geo Broadband for all of you. So despite so that is going to be another set of challenges to us. What happens when everybody else closes down? So will our friend help us out? Anyway, yeah, we are paying 5,000, almost 4 to 5,000 rupees a month for this broadband, 512, whatever you call it. So that was that. Anyway, so yeah, sorry, got disconnected. Yeah,
So,
we are talking about that opportunities coming in business.
yes,
So that's
those.
the entrepreneurial spirit which I'm calling, which means now as a businessman, next year, have I generated 10 more competitors for myself?
Mm, mm,
So probably what strategies will I have to adopt? Because in
right,
any case, post COVID now, even if everything is okay by September, it's of no use to this business because I have to wait till next March or April. So
right,
these are the kind of opportunities which I think entrepreneurs will have to look around for. For all you know, like for example, these webinars which we are doing, Are they
Hmm.
creating opportunities for such kind of applications? Okay, then what happens to travel? I am again
Hmm.
associated with travel industry. So will this kind of technology affect business travel? So I mean, these things are will be very centric to every business. So once you get into that particular business, only then will we realize ki what are the challenges and what will be the opportunities for that particular issues. Sitting here and giving a general opinion actually would
Okay.
be very 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 theoretical. I
Right.
mean, there'll be I'm sure there'll be opportunities, and let me assure you that irrespective what kind of competition comes in, people will eat fruit. People would
Yes.
want mangoes. That being the case, now it's up to me, up to
Hmm.
the marketer, how to make sure that that fruit reaches that person, and that fruit has to be my fruit,
Right.
which will create the whole thing, and this will happen in every business, I think.
Right. So there's one interesting question that how can creative agencies encash Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan?
Oh my God. It's also very new, very new to me. But translated, let me put it this way. I think the creative spark in that marketing company or that designer can only make him Atmanirbhar. So there
Right.
has to be that speciality or that one strong quality that which I think will differentiate men from the boys. And
Okay.
that I think will be Atmanirbhar. If you're just,
Okay.
if you're just a clerk, I'm
Right.
sorry, Atmanirbharta without any speciality in yourself won't happen. It will be theory, won't happen.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Very well
that,
said, sir. Atmanirbhar. It's very trending these days, actually.
yeah, since yesterday evening.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So one more question was that will there be any positive change in the industry after the lockdown gets over?
I think there'll be some discipline coming in. As far as what I mean by discipline is that I think the businesses will by default work around their core competency. I mean, yes, there will be conglomerates from tea to salt to trucks. I mean, there will be
Right.
those people also, but I'm too small a fry to consult them. But to 90% of the businesses, I think they'll have to work around their core competency, and that will even if they can if this crisis brings their core competency out, because that is one area which will have a market.
Right.
A market might be small, but there will be a definite market for that, what we call as focusing. So that core
Focus.
competency, I think, will play a major role, and that by default will come out. People probably will realize that, hey, look, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. But probably they'll say, hey, amongst all these things, this is the one which I do best, and I can do it differently. I can deliver it differently. I can package it differently. A
Right.
benefit I can offer to the consumers differently. I think that is what they would have to look into. And that is what I think advertising and marketing agencies like us will have to
Right.
find for our customers, find for our
Right.
clients, and tell them, "Okay, look, friend, this is what you need to work on. Let's work on this." I think
Right.
that is what will probably will happen.
Right, right, sir. So, again, one more question that there's always been a debate about print media and digital media. So, will there be any prioritization of the media after the lockdown gets over, like digital or traditional? Because many of
Well,
them are
yes.
trying to focus on social media these days because everyone is locked down. So,
See, Mrinal, I don't think lockdown has got anything to do with this.
okay,
it will, the media selection will all depend on your customers' location, the customers' target market, and the customers, how deep the pockets of the customers are. If his
Right.
target market can be precisely identified, then I think social media will play a major role into that. Or when we have a very location specific client, especially, okay, since you're talking of COVID, probably people may not want to travel far away to try a shop, say, uh, 20 miles from here. So they would
Right.
rather depend. For example, if I'm in Aun, I may want to shop around, say, Aun. So in that
Right.
case, a particular merchant who is
Mhm.
based in Aun may find use of social media or use of digital marketing more
Right.
effective. But again, that I say, until and that's not a guarantee, because probably
Right.
a conventional analog media can do the job with split runs or with paper inserts. You
Right.
get
Right.
my
Right.
point. So I
Right.
think this again will depend on. So it will be very wrong for me to say that, okay, if you are this size, hey, look, digital is good for you,
Mhm.
and if you are this size or if you are doing this, mass media is good for you. No, I think it will be a combination. See, just today I got a message
Hmm.
that Amitabh Bachchan is launching a digital film on 12th
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
June. What's
Ayushman
the
Khurra
brand?
and Amitabh Bachchan.
What, Gulabo Shala, something like
Some,
that.
Sitabo and
Uh-huh.
something, Gulabo and Sitabo, something like that.
Gulabo. See, so that's a branding problem, isn't it? So,
Right. Right.
okay,
Right.
anyway, so that now that will be released. It's a digital movie, and it will be released on 12th of June on Prime,
Right.
on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
But I'm sure few days prior to that, I won't be surprised if I see a full page ad in local newspapers announcing the release of that ad.
Right. Right.
So it's going to be a combination, a digital
Yes.
media, owner of a digital media, something which is going on digital, and now you need maybe other channels, other media to promote that. So I think it's always going to be a combination. But by default, what's happening, Mrinal, is that most of us tend to believe that social media is free. So therefore,
Right.
they're using it, they're attempting it. So social media isn't free. There's no free lunch. Let's be very clear on this. There's always going to be a cost in marketing. And if
Right.
anybody is assuming that by just having 10,000
Touch.
different likes and your sales is going to go up, I mean,
No.
they're daydreaming. That's not going to
Right.
happen. So it's always going to be a learning, a combo of these two things moving forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. One more thing was that, according to the research, which I was reading actually, it said that 30% of newspaper readers have lowered, I mean, decreased. So, will that affect any traditional marketing?
I don't know where we are reading this, but only the other day the local newspapers, the IRS numbers have come down, and their readership has gone up by like massive.
Right.
So I mean, if the readership is going up, so the 30% gone down where? So I mean, who is lying? So, so I mean, every newspaper. I mean, just 2 days ago there was this huge news coming out from my local newspaper. I won't name the brand,
Yeah.
but then saying that now they have got over 12 million readers, which has
Right.
gone up by some a double-digit percentage. So if every newspaper readership is going up, whose readership is going down? So I honestly, best way, Mrinal, what I usually do, I do it the old-fashioned way.
Uh,
Try that media and check the response.
right.
Is
Right.
as simple as that. And if you are getting a proper response, what you call as the return on investment, that is a good media for you, irrespective whether the readership is going up or going down. If
Right.
100 rupees of your advertising money is getting you X, which is what you planned for, be happy with it. Go on multiplying that. But just
Right. Right.
because you can afford to be in a national daily and you spend lakhs of rupees and you don't get that kind of return, then I think something is going wrong. Probably this responsibility will also come in. where okay, fair enough, we got you eyeballs, or we are generating brand awareness. I think these words will have to be taken with a pinch of salt.
Oh,
I think definitely post COVID, I mean, it will be give me the results, man. That is what a client is going to tell you. Look, I have got limited budgets. Look, the competition is fierce. Look, the media
right.
rates are going up. Now, look, Prakash, give me more bang. No puns intended. My surname is Bang. He is going to tell Prakash, give me more bangs for the buck, or thank you very much. I
Right.
don't give me eyeballs, thank you. Give me brand awareness, thank you. But end of the day, my cash register should ring. If the
Ring.
cash register doesn't ring, analog or digital doesn't make sense at all.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
am sorry for
And
being so blunt here.
no, no problem. That's the specialty of you, sir. But it's very clear, actually. And one more thing is that what's the biggest mistake the small businesses are making or can make in this crisis, or should not
No,
make these
again,
kind of mistakes?
see, Mrinal, I have always advocated this pre-COVID, post-COVID,
Right.
maybe
Right.
20
Right.
years from now, probably I won't change on that. Small is a very relative term. That
Hmm.
small is a size. So to me, small is an advantage. My
Right.
theory is always saying that think small. Now, when I say
Right.
think small, I mean the area of our thinking, focus on that. So that smallness, let me translate that smallness into the word focus. Irrespective of the balance sheet of the company, how focused they are with their offering in the marketplace is going to be very important. And
Right.
that is one mistake which I think people, most of us, most of the marketers, most of the manufacturers, service providers do, is that they want to be tops in everything,
Hmm. Hmm.
which according to me is not possible. I mean, I can give you countless examples where people with their core competency who are like sticking to that one particular thing, I mean, always come out better. They are definitely better off. So one thing which I think small, so to say, businesses or large businesses, so to say, should do is stick to their core competency, focus on what they can do best, and make sure to reach that speciality in the marketplace. They'll find it easier to reach their market if they are focused. They'll see that their advertising rupee, that marketing money will get them more bang for the buck if they exactly know whom to reach, and that will
Right. Right.
happen only if you're highly focused.
Right, 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 sir. But the thing is that key, as I earlier also said, that the people are used to now the online e-papers.
Yeah,
Yeah. So on based of that, I said ki 30% has decreased. But there are chances of innovation for the advertising agencies if the e-papers increase and
yes,
right. So
sure.
and yeah, because technology of course will help a lot for these e-papers.
Mrinal, advertising agencies are always on a lookout. Now,
Right.
if they find that e-papers are picking up and people are actually reading e-papers, then I'm sure that is again an opportunity for the advertising agency
Right, 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 sir.
to create something for that community of those e-paper readers. Now,
Mm-hmm.
probably the technology, the layout will change. The way we used to do with our print media,
Print
probably
media.
that may not work, but they'll have something made it differently, which are more clickable, which will take
Right,
them to their website or whatever. So yes, that will be a creative switch.
right,
But end of the day, the marketer or the advertising agency is addressing that human being. Now, addressing that human, these are mediums. Whether he is doing digital or analog or it doesn't really matter. The question is has he communicated efficiently and effectively to his target market? And if the answer to that is yes, great. How does it matter what media it is, or whether it's an e-paper or a standard print or radio or whatever it is? So, like again, I repeat, cash registered should ring.
Should ring.
Whether
Right.
your digital ad is creating that, or whether in newspaper your 3 by 20, or these days we talk in square centimeters, is
Good.
working, doesn't really matter.
Right, right. So you have been worked in the fashion industry a lot. I mean, I've worked with you in the fashion industry also a lot for advertising, I should say. So how that will change after this lockdown?
Oh, that's a
Because it,
very big challenge. Yeah.
yes,
I know
yes,
where you're coming to. Those designers, for example, again, I'm working very closely with a set of designers, so I can say
right,
this with confidence. Those who are depending on exhibitions, on
mm,
events to
right,
display their designs, to display their products, I think they'll have serious problems. I mean, those who have got their own shops, their shop fronts, can walk in there. But I personally feel that for the next 12 months at least, I don't think government will allow mass gatherings. I don't think
right,
government, if they don't, I'll be really thankful to them. But those typical exhibitions or events where these designers go up and put up their display, probably those who are depending on that will come into will have challenges. And then trusting that, by creating a website, by having an e-catalog on the net, they'll be able to generate business. I think that is wishful thinking. I tried that. Somehow probably my strategies would have gone wrong, but the results are not encouraging. As far as these Amtem designs, forget the brands. I mean,
right.
the big brands who are already established, they must be doing
Them,
online sales. But
right,
these upcoming designers who are very good in what they're doing, but their
right.
names are not known, they, depending upon online sales, will be little ambitious, I think. So they should keep away from that. So yes, I think those who are depending on these exhibitions and events will have a challenge, which again comes to the next point. For example, the event wedding planners, the wedding
Ah,
businesses, the florists,
true.
the mice. I think until unless these gatherings are not taking place, those
Yes,
businesses will have problems, and probably they'll be the last ones probably to get out of this
get
thing.
it.
And even if that happens, just imagine, oh, okay, fashion industries, some fun. Now I'm seeing these days, I'm seeing a lot of masks being designed,
Yes,
face masks. Now
right.
that is becoming maybe the that will probably becoming a new rage of
New
putting
rate.
that mask and get down.
True, true.
But
Some
then
brands
you have
have
got,
already started.
they are doing that. Now you have got a
Right.
beautiful dress down there,
Hmm.
you wanted to show off or whatever it is, and then you have got that little mask there, and you don't see whom you are looking at. You can't recognize the face.
Right, right.
So will that, are they are they working contrary to each other? Again, that's going to be a big thing. Plus,
Big thing.
like going and the things will change. I mean,
Shaking.
post
Yes,
COVID, I
yes.
really don't know. I can't imagine. I'm from the old school, so I love shaking hands and talking and eye to eye contact and hey chum, how are you doing, and all those things. Probably I have these all
Things might
these
change.
habits which probably post COVID are bad habits, but then these are I need to change them. That's going to be a challenge. Yeah, yeah.
And one more thing is that, according to you, how much time will it take to stable everything around us?
Again, it will depend from industry to industry, but average, if I have to take to things for really to come down normal, I give myself 12 to 18 months, and I'm serious about that.
Oh,
It's big, it's long.
big
Yeah,
time.
because simple thing. I just just this afternoon I was chatting with my family, and I said, hey, look, now it's almost 50 days we are at home. Now, suppose on 17th May the lockdown. Assume there is no lockdown 4. So what are we going to do on 18th morning? Are we going to
Hmm.
go to some restaurants? Across the board, from my grandson to my wife, they said no.
Right.
we like to wait because we are not very sure where we'll be going, what will be the
Right.
situation there. We are like, the fear is so much about social distancing that we are actually, the people would think, okay, the desperados, even today we find, you find liquor shop getting open and we find the
Y-
social distancing going for a toss, so there will be those
Right.
people also. But generally speaking, I think people will be a little scared to go in such
The crowd.
areas until unless proper care has been taken. But again, now from business perspective, only today there was a article that Indian Airlines, I mean the airlines within India
Airline.
are going to operation, and there are going to be
Right.
some terms and conditions have come. Now, if you read those terms and conditions, I mean it's good for the customer, but will the airline be profitable?
Hmm.
Can an airline afford to leave their middle row empty?
True. No.
They won't.
No.
So, I mean, it's good to make rules from the consumer perspective, but whether those rules will encourage the service provider to offer the service in the first place. For all you know, keeping a business closed might be more profitable than operating that business
Operating it. True. True. True.
because the economies of scale won't be there. I think with social distancing, we need to look at these industries with economies of scale. For example, tomorrow, if they say that there should be at least uh, 6 feet gap between two tables in a restaurant, what happens to Vaishali Mirana?
Oh.
Get my
Can't
point?
imagine. Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
Can't
So
imagine.
if these rules, if the owner has to stick to that rules, then the owner has to think whether it is feasible to run the business at 100 headcounts when the break even is 120.
Right.
So, every business, there is going to be a lot of thinking would have to be done. That's going to be very important. We need economies of scale
Right.
to really have business open. Take retail stores for open. Okay, in excitement, say they open on 18th.
Hmm.
I learned that Lakshmi Road, one of our main busy retail roads in Pune, they say they are going to
Right.
open up on 18th,
18th.
and there will be a lot of rules. Will every shopkeeper follow that rule? And if they actually follow that rule, will that be profitable for them? They say, okay, you need to have distance between two customers. Then the customers will think, should I really go there? Can I just sit here? I mean, so there are
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah.
a lot of ifs and buts. Like if you want a specific answer to a question, Mirna, is going to be very difficult because every business will have their own set of challenges, and we need to go there, sit and actually understand, and then come out with a strategic look, friend. This is what I think we should do. And for all you know, some businesses might just shut shop.
Yes, yes. I was just going to
Yeah,
come to
they
that
might shut
question
shop.
actually.
They
Yes,
might
because
shut
some of
shop.
them, yes, yes, yes. And one more question was yesterday I was talking to a big retailer in, as you said, the Lakshmi Road, busiest road. He said that even if we open up our stores, our major sales person or sales team is from the contaminated or the red zone.
Exactly. Exactly. From where will they come? So who will do
Where
it?
will we come? Right?
Exactly.
So that's going to be a challenge for them also, and for customer, as a customer, for us also,
Absolutely.
right? So
Absolutely.
yeah, one last question, sir. Any special mantra, a bang mantra or a prakash mantra for the startups or the uh, small businesses?
Oh
How
yes,
should
I
they
have a
survive
mantra,
and
and
keep their patience?
I don't have to think twice. I have two words: stay focused.
Right.
Whether you are a startup or whether you're an established company, stay focused.
Focused.
Do only those things which you can do it best, or at least equal to your next best competitor. That is what my suggestion answer would be.
Right, right, sir. It was great actually talking to you. It's always been great talking
Pleasure.
to you. But
My
this
pleasure,
is
my
this
friend.
is this is first time we are having a
Uh,
online chat, live chat. So it was really different for us, and it was the
okay.
first session first live session for
Oh,
Firefly
lovely.
also.
Thank you. It
Yeah,
was
so
good.
we
Thank you for the initiative, Mrinal, and I hope
welcome, sir.
these initiatives across different platform will be
Yes,
helpful
right.
to your audience. Thank you so much
Right,
for
so
the
we
opportunity.
are having the series of live sessions. We will be talking to different industry experts, right? As you said, the hospitality industry, the film
Okay.
industry, the fashion industry,
Oh,
even the
lovely.
retails,
Okay.
even the
Lovely.
media, and the main thing,
Great.
sports. Sports is going
So,
to be
so you'll be keeping busy at 6 p.m. every day for everyone, huh?
yes, everyone
Good.
trying to keep busy, sir.
Please,
So
it's good. Okay.
yes, thanks a lot,
Okay.
sir. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, and let
It's
me
yes,
apologize for my grooming because
no,
I just couldn't visit my barber, and I'm actually not good at shaving myself. So, friends, whoever there on the
no,
screen,
no.
sorry for this Bhishma Pitama avatar.
So you always been an Bhishma Pitama for us in advertising,
My
sir. So
my
it's
pleasure,
great,
my
great to
pleasure.
have, sir. Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot,
Mrinal.
sir.
Thank you
Thanks a
so
lot.
much.
You take care,
Okay.
sir. Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank
You
you.
too. Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.